By the end of this video, I'm going to need your help making a decision that's going to shape the entire back half of the city. Welcome back. Today you're going to see that we're making major progress on the city. We're going to build a couple of things. We're going to do the candy store and the downtown diner. They're both really small builds, so I'm going to whip through them on a time lapse and show you, of course, the absolute cutest details. And as promised, I'm going to show you what progress I made on the lake. I'm also going to show you the progress we made on putting together the hillside. And as I mentioned, I have a few ideas for how I'd like to build up that hillside, and I need your help making a decision on which one looks best. Let's get building. Start off with the diner, set number 41728. Done with bag one, let's see what we've got. In this bag, we got Aaliyah as well as Leanne. We also got some really cute builds. We have a jukebox, a video game, really cute dining area. The part I like most out of this are the seats. Great design and they're a lot of fun. Okay, let's get on to bag two. Done with bag two, and this set is so tiny, we're almost done. Let me show you a couple things inside. I didn't even realize it had this feature on here. I don't know if you can see the jukebox moves back and forth to the music. Super cute. And on the box, I was wondering what this was referring to right here. It's like a skateboard through. Well, it is. It's like a drive-through, but for skateboards. It's really cool. Also got Charlie in this bag. But most importantly, I have burning questions. Do you see this right here? This is the unnamed cat. He was in the last bag. He's teeny tiny, super cute. But if you look here, there's a wanted poster. I want to know what this guy did that's so criminal. It looks like he's putting paw prints on everything. Criminal, wanted, and unnamed. All right, let's do bag three and we're done. We finished up the diner. It's a lot cuter than I thought. On the box, I was kind of meh about the whole thing, but it's actually really cute. It's got the drive-through skateboarding area, this super fun display up here. I love all the stickers, they're really cute. We've got our troublesome cat here. We've got three characters, Charlie, Leanne, and Aaliyah. This on the display is completely separate out front. For the sake of our city, I'll probably attach it to the back here. I think it fits nicely. We're gonna set that one aside because we're about to build the candy shop. So let's get into that one. Finished bag one, cuteness overload. We have Alba and we have this little guy who I think is just, you know, someone outside of the store who's advertising, and this tiniest little entry to the store. Okay, let's get on to bag two, which is gonna start to fill this candy shop up. Just finished bag two, and this has some of the cutest features. Inside you have these crystal pieces, which are awesome because they look exactly like rock candy. They put in a shopping bag, but judging by the size of this candy, nothing is fitting in that bag. It also came with this guy. He's a half open chocolate bar and he's really cute. Hey, let's get on to bag three. This one has the entire display on the top of the candy shop. Really, really cute. Most importantly, it has this little teeny tiny kitten, and his name is Pluto. Let's get into bag 4. Finished bag 4, we have one more to go. This looks like a little candy cooking area. So she's got a stovetop in there, and she's got like little candy jars up top, and it looks like she's getting ready to make and weigh and measure some candy as well. Also in bag 4, looks like our candy shop owner, and her name is Gigi. Let's get on to bag 5 and wrap it up. I wrapped up bag 5, and that's the end of the set. Let's get it put together so we can see just how cute it is. And in that final bag, we got Leo. It's a very cute set that literally fits in the palm of my hand. But the details were absolutely fantastic. I love it. We wrapped up 2 sets today. But before we put these in the city, I want to show you a project I've been working on in building up that hill in the back. Let's take a look at that before we put these in. The first step was to build elevated Mills plates. I needed them to be tall enough so the houses on top would actually be visible. So I went with 15 bricks. I started with corner towers, kept finding weak spots, and kept adding support until I had just enough to make it solid without wasting any money on extra bricks. We've wrapped up a total of 8 base plates, so let's get them placed. Okay, look, it's starting to look like a real city. We're getting somewhere. I do have a couple of problems I'd like to go over. We have a leveling problem right here, and that is specifically due to the tables. So underneath, we're gonna have to put some shims in and raise the table up so that these two match. You can also see that this is not gonna be forgiving in terms of space in front of each house. I had to push this back in order to keep it away from the edge and leave room for some type of walkway, trail, or whatever is gonna be there up at the top. So let's talk about what's going to happen next in terms of this hillside. I mentioned that I wanted to make some progress, but I wanted to consult you for some recommendations on what's going to be formed in the front of it. I'm going to show you a couple of images that I have. These are the types of kind of a sheer cliffside that I've seen in a few areas. Some of the images are like sand hillside with houses up on the top, and some of it is kind of like that sheer rock formation that you see when you drive through Georgia and Tennessee. It's just straight up and down, but it's still nature. I think that's really pretty, and I could form that in a couple ways. I have a gazillion of these, seriously. Back when I was new as a builder, I ordered these thinking that was kind of the right thing to do, but these work a lot better. However, I do have these, and I can show you what these look like on the side. So these could run all along here and be a really nice feature. I'd be able to add some brick elements in between, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for creativity. I'm also kind of not too partial to the dark gray in our cute little colorful city that looks more like that, but it is an idea. Another option is that I have a ton of these, so creating some type of man-made feature that goes all the way up would also look really nice. You saw some of that in the pictures that I showed you, so you'd call it a retention wall, and then also have a fence running along here. I did talk about doing a green hill, and here I do want to do like a hillside made with green bricks. But I think if we do that all the way on each side, we lose a lot of real estate out here. And if you look at, here's a building, and then if you've got a hillside coming kind of like halfway out. All you have is this little tiny space in between, and I don't want to lose that real estate. So I think I'm going to stick the hillsides to the ends. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the rock wall better? Do you like the retention wall better? Or do you have a third suggestion? All right, we've got 3 businesses now in the city, and look how perfect this is. It's right in the corner here, so I guess that's his new home. Not saying for sure, but it's a start. Okay, and for an update on the lake, so I played around with a few colors and I grabbed what I had from my landscaping. I think that these right here are the perfect water plant, so I definitely want to run them all along the edge. And I was at a spring recently and took a picture of the side, and it really is that the plants in the front closest to the water are a lot lower than the ones in the back. Oh, and I went to my sister's house and she did have an alligator, so I grabbed that while I was up in Tennessee last weekend. But I think that absolutely packed with plants is gonna look amazing. And we have the beginnings of the boardwalk, and I definitely have a lot of ordering to do. So this is all I have on the plates that go underneath, and this is all I have on the tiles. So I'm still working on the railing. I just wanted to get it the right height for a mini doll. And then of course I still need the water. All right, we just wrapped up another week of fun, so let's get ready for next week. Next week, we're going to build 3, what I like to call fluff sets. So these are things that aren't a major structure within the city, but they do add character. So you've got dogs, people, an adorable fire hydrant. You've got a little scene here where they can do like outdoor movies. And of course, you've got a bicycle, lamppost, all sorts of fun stuff. These are very, very necessary inside of a city because they fill in little characters and activities. So you can kind of see that there's life, there's action happening. So we're gonna add these into the city next week. Additionally, we're gonna make major progress on both the lake and the wall. So in the comments below, I really need to know what you think. Should we do a rock wall? Should we do a retaining wall, or do you have a better idea? Let me know, because I'd really like to get the houses built and up in the city. Can't do that until the top section is built. See you next week.